All right, all right, all right. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Welcome. Happy New Year 2025. Just give it a couple of seconds for everybody to come in. Good to see you, Tim, again. Welcome at Cost Metals members, guests. I know we do have a few guests that'll be joining us here today. Just give it a couple of more minutes here. Good to see your face, Dan Mattis. Fantastic. Let's give you all just another minute or two. Good to see my friend JD in there. Rick Rupp. Dan, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Tim Porter, Sean Daub, Walter Ladd, Jim Corder, Jeff McLeod, Ed Sacker. Am I saying that right? Good to see you, Ed. Good to have you on here. Let me check my messages and make sure. Jody is with us as well. She is battling a little bit of the junk. So you're going to see her beautiful face with that picture there. And she may chime in vocally, but she probably won't make an appearance today. But we're going to get started here in about 15 more seconds. Cowboy Jeff McFatridge will be joining us on the tail end of the presentation, and we're going to jump right into that. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and do it. Let me share my screen here. And let's talk about this unbelievable opportunity. Pardon me for a moment. At Cost Metals. All right. So I got to move my camera out of the way. You know how that works. Thing is always in the way. Get that done. There we go. Good. Let's get into it. At Cost Metals, welcome. January. What's the date today? Man, I've lost track of time already. Hold on, let me look. I gotta figure it out. Today's January 8th. So 1/8/2025. So much going on in the world. So glad to be here with you, a part of this unbelievable opportunity to get gold, silver, precious metals at prices that are better than any place on the planet. So, what is all the energy about regarding at cost metals? Let's get into it. We've got the perfect timing and the perfect products and the perfect business model. Folks, listen, I still have to shrink this out of the way here. There, I just got to get my camera out of the way so I can see. There we go. Always my issue. Great. There we go. 3 keys to building a thriving business. Well, what are we talking about business here? I thought we just came to get the best price on gold, silver, precious metals. You did. Stay with me. We'll explain. Perfect timing, perfect products, perfect business model. It's the right time. These are the right products. This business model is the right choice, the ACM way. What else can we say about this? It's a revolutionary business, proven, established, seasoned leadership, true at cost pricing on precious metals, high value numismatics. If you don't know what a numismatic is, stick around in the aftermath of this call. We can do some Q&A and talk more about that. But essentially, numismatic speaks of the rarity of certain coins, which the value of those drive our earnings. What earnings are we talking about? We'll get into it in a minute. There is a rewarding compensation plan. We'll get into that in a minute. We are here to help you build generational wealth on any budget, even if it is the coin of the month, which so many of us are doing. And if you're not, you absolutely want and need to be doing the coin of the month. You're literally trading a diminishing, depreciating fiat currency. We'll get into that for silver that's going to increase in value. Again, what do we have here? The products. We've got the same premium metals, but they're at cost. Our top coins: American Eagles, Buffaloes, Morgan and Peace dollars, Maples, Krugerrands, trusted bars, Engelhard, Johnston, Matthey, and more. You can explore hundreds of options online. What's really cool about us, I just got off the phone with a gentleman that's a huge insurance guy out there. He says, everybody's asking me where to get gold, silver, precious metals. And I just said, brother, send them all to the atcostmetals.com site. What I love about what we're doing and what JD has done here is that we list the products. You can go look for yourself. Go find whatever you're interested in price wise. as much as you want to buy, come to us, go to atcostmetals.com, type it in the search bar, find it. You will not beat our prices. There are no games. There's no hassle. There's no haggling. What you see is what you get. I mean, if you were buying a car like that and you went out and price compared everybody out there and went to a place that you knew, let's just say you went directly to the dealer. The dealer said, hey, come directly to us. We will get you the best price. No hassle, no haggle. That's what we have. You don't have to buy a certain amount to get a certain price. That's what I'm getting at. Value unmatched and unmatched quality. Now, again, what is the deal at cost versus dealer cost? My question to you is why in the world would you pay more for the same thing? Real-time price comparison, ACM on one of our particular coins here, in a 2024 Silver Eagle, our most popular silver coin. And this is not a MS70 collectible Silver Eagle. This is a standard Silver Eagle. ACM price, $35.01. Our competitors, you would know these competitors by name if I mention them. We are not in the business of throwing other people under the bus. You don't need to throw other people under the bus when you've got the best price on the planet. Just show your price, let them show theirs, and the proof's in the pudding. Competitors, 38.69, 39.69 for the same coin. Folks, this is a 10 to 14% difference. Again, more savings equals more metals. And at cost pricing means you pay what the dealer pays. JD and this model has cut out the middleman. You're going direct. You're getting what the dealer pays. You cannot beat this. So again, why pay more? Why in the world would you do that? So here's again, dialing a little deeper, magnifying this. ACM, $35.01. Company A, 10.51% more. B, 13.37 more. C, 11% more. D, 13.05. If you're buying the exact same thing, why in the world would you pay 10 to 14% more? And in many cases, a lot more than that elsewhere. Folks, you're in the right place, the right time, with the right products. Now, listen, so somebody might say, well, I don't, if I'm buying one coin, so what? I don't want to be a member. Listen, my friend, my first client bought about 47,000 in these exact same Silver Eagles. It saved him $8,000. The more you use it, the better this deal becomes. It's unbelievable. Now let's talk about how. Can you just go in and buy what you want at these at cost prices? And we're showing you the price. How do you do this? You have to become a member. Let me make that clear. Just like Costco, you want that 500-inch, TV that's on sale now for, $699 after Christmas. You have to become a member to get that pricing. Okay, that's how that works. So here's how you become a member and you access our at-cost pricing. $399 Metals Plus package gets you 18 months of unlimited at-cost pricing. The bonus is you get 2 MS70 Silver Eagle graded numismatic coins. These are incredible. These have exploded in value over the past 40 years. And those are also options for your coin of the month, which we can talk about later. You can also come in at the 149 metals package. Okay, and this is 1 year. The 399 is 18 months, plus you get silver in hand. The 149 is a 1 year at cost membership to buy and sell as much as you want. You do not get any silver in that. Both memberships do offer access to rare and specialty collectibles. Unlock exclusive access, build your legacy. You can start now. I had no silver, believe it or not, no silver in my possession. I started doing this coin of the month deal, and my wife and I just smile at the hidden, not going to tell you where it is, at the hidden silver collection that we have. Thank you, JD, for this program. We are so thrilled. Now, how do you get another exclusive coin? This is a first edition at cost metals coin. It's a 1 ounce ACM coin. When you do purchase the $399 membership, you subscribe to the Get Ahead program, which is what most of you are doing. And if you're not, I really advise you. It is a way to kind of force yourself into a long-term savings plan where you're swapping, again, a diminishing, let's just call it a $100 bill that's going to be going down in value for an MS70 Silver Eagle or a coin similar that's going to be going up in value. Where do you want your long-term investment? We can do some numbers later offline and tell you why you want to trade that fiat for silver as much as you possibly can afford to do so. So again, You get the $3.99 membership. You subscribe to the Get Ahead Coin of the Month. You get two MS70s plus one at cost metals Get Ahead monthly coins. So don't, or, I'm sorry, coin that goes with that on the Get Ahead program. While supplies last, start your journey with a silver lining. Specialty offerings. This Get Ahead monthly program, MS70 or PR70 numismatic, again, rare coins or other graded coins, shipped to you monthly. Piece of cake. Incredible deal. Additional graded coins are available in your shopping cart for added variety and value. Specialty bullion, unique coins and bars from around the world, priced below typical retail for collectors. Expand your collection, broaden your wealth. Some pictures of what we've got here. Now, I'm going to do a pause here. Just hit the brakes. Take a deep breath. All right. If you came here today and all you are seeking is the best price on the planet for gold, silver, and precious metals, that's all you're looking for. You're going to listen. Hey, I'm not interested in telling anybody. I want to get all my silver. I want this to be my secret. I don't want to tell anybody. This is your off ramp. Okay. Go ahead and jump off this Zoom. Okay. Because the next part may be irrelevant to you, or it may be relevant. You might want to hang around, but talk to the person that invited you to this call and say to them, hey, I want to get in. I want to become a member. I want the best deal on gold, silver, precious metals. Let's go. No time like the present. Reach out to that person who invited you. Go to them. If you have any issues, get them on the phone with me. If I can't answer them, I'll get you on with our owner, Justin Davis. He's incredible. And I've gotten so many people on the phone with him, and he'll answer your questions and we'll get you going today. Now, secondly, if you are interested in hearing more about the business opportunity, the compensation plan, the referral program, this is your on-ramp to a whole new world of prosperity. Now, before I open up the slides here, and we're about 12 minutes in, imagine, do you know that Costco makes 73% of their profits through their membership? Do you know that? That's one of the elements, one of the pillars of their secret sauce. Now, when you go into Costco, it's not going to look like Nordstrom, but you're also not going to pay Nordstrom prices. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more utilitarian, but you're going to get the best price on anything but gold, silver, precious metals, because we're significantly less than Costco, and we're both membership programs. But can you imagine if you've ever shopped at Costco? What if Costco rolled out with a program? And they said, hey, Todd, we see that you and Jody have been using your membership, and you're here a couple times a month. And hey, we're going to roll out this new program where if you tell other people that are not Costco members how to become Costco members, they'll sign up and they'll use your referral code, and everything they buy basically will be tracked through your network. And basically, you'll make money. You will essentially get paid when as they do their business, as they bring other new members in, you're going to get paid. Folks, I'd be like, put a fork in me. I'm done. That's what JD has done. That's what he's done with this. He has created a system where not only do you get the best price on gold, silver, precious metals, but there's an affiliate program that is massively lucrative and the company's still making money. There's a tremendous art to how he has built this. It's brilliant. So let's talk about how that works. If you're interested in supplementing your current income, you're out there doing a side hustle, maybe you're doing DoorDash, maybe you're doing Uber, maybe you're thinking, man, I have got to find a way to beat back inflation. I need an extra $500 to $2,000 a month, or a lot more than that. A whole lot. Let's talk about how we can do that. $3.99 Metals Plus. We talked about that. You come in at $3.99. The person who invited you gets $50 for inviting you right out of the gate. Plus, they get 100 points in their binary. Don't check out on me. This is easy. Binary means two. We're going to have a diagram in 1 second. But basically, you're going to get money up front plus 100 points. Think of it like Sky Miles. Immediate discount, immediate rebate, and 100 points. 149 Metals Plus package or Metals package. Somebody comes in, signs up under you. You get $25 for referring them plus $30 in your 30 points in your binary. We'll explain that in a minute. Your success begins with every single ACM package. Now, let's break down more of this, then we'll get into diagrams. So product points and opportunities. You get the $50 and 100 points for $3.99. You get $25 and 50 points. I'm sorry, $25 and 30 points for the 149 level. With the Get Ahead monthly coin, every person that gets in your organization and gets on the coin of the month, you're going to get between 15 and 20 points per month. If they buy specialty bullion, you're going to get anywhere between 1 and 50 points in your binary for their purchases and a possible direct commission as well. So there are about 5 or 6 different ways that you can make money, and this diagram is going to break that down. So stay with me here. Every real money coin counts towards building your future. Now, the binary structure pays out big. Binary means 2. We're going to show you in a second. You get 500 points left, 500 points on the right. You're going to get a $500 bonus. That money is real. My wife and I have had a lot of those cycles in the past 12 months, and we love it. Now, we've also invited people into this company who are getting those cycles. And because we've hit a certain level, which is easy to attain, when my friend Todd Bell or Sam Skaggs or one of the people I brought in gets a $500 cycle bonus, Jody and I get $50. So it's really cool to go into our back office and see 500, 500, 500, and 50, 50, 50, 50 for all the people who we are investing in. All we did was invite them. All we did was bring them in, and then we coach them a little bit and help them understand this opportunity. So simple. Again, we're going to get to the diagrams here. So you get 10% matching bonus on every person that you bring in. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. Stop it. All right. Let's go to the next level here. Treasure pot of gold. When you get to a certain level called the gold level, 50% of the top network revenue all flows up to one position. It's paid out evenly and distributed among all active gold ranked affiliates, and part of the pot of gold fuels promotions and events. This is continuing to build and is going to be massive. Okay, fast start. What people want to know when they put their money into something is hey, if you're just a buyer, you're saying, hey, $3.99 to get the best deal for 18 months, I'm in. But some people are thinking, I don't have a lot of money. If I put $3.99 in, how quickly can I get my money back? That's important to us. We want you to be in the black as soon as possible. So this is our current fast start incentive starting December 1st, which is ongoing here. You earn $300 with 300 points on your left, 300 points on your right, not 500, but 300 during your first cycle commission. This one-time bonus applies retroactively to all ACM members on their first cycle. And let's get into the diagram. Okay, now shift gears from your left brain to your right brain for a second. Take a deep breath. We got the fast start incentive. Okay, I'm going to break this down. You see yourself at the top there. Now, imagine you got Sam, John, and Ron on your left side. Okay, that's your left team. You got Sue, Mary, and Pat on your right team. Let's focus for a second on John and Mary, right? Because you bring in John and you bring in Mary, right? And then if John brings in Sam and John brings in Ron and Mary brings in Sue and Mary brings in Pat, you might not even know Sam, Ron, Sue, and Pat. You will know them, but you might not even know them. These are friends of John and Mary. You just talked to 2 people. You talked to John, put him as at the top of your left side, and Mary at the top of your right. But you got $50 for John coming in, $50 for Mary. There's $100. You got 100 points for John on your left side, 100 points for Mary on your right side. When John and Mary brought in Sam, Ron, Sue, and Pat, guess what? You didn't get any cash for that, but you got points. You got 100 points. You now have 300 points on your left, 300 points on your right, plus 100 in direct bonuses for John and Mary. That's within a 2-week period of time. If you can do that, that will pay out. That's $400. That's $300 plus $100 in cash. That's your $1 in the black. Now let's break that down a little further. Okay, slow it all down here. This is really the same diagram, just backed out a little bit, okay? Just kind of, panning out. You're at the top. We just talked about it. You brought in John. You brought in Mary. You got paid cash for John and Mary. You also got points for John, points for Mary. This is where this thing will blow your mind. John brought in Sam and Ron. Sam on the left brought in Sally and Judy, and Sally brought in Kelly. Guess what? You didn't get cash for all those people, but you got points for all those people. You have 600 points on your left side. On your right, you brought in Mary. You don't know Sue, Pat, Betty, and Joe. Of course, you're going to get to know them because you're going to help them. You're going to coach them. You're going to encourage them. That's all you're going to do. So simple. Just be there for them. And if you don't know the answer, bring them to us. They get in, you get 500 points. This thing just keeps going. Think of a giant Christmas tree with ornaments just going below each other, just dropping down on your left side and your outer right side. That cycle is going to pay you $500, and you're still going to have 100 points remaining in the left side. You see that? 100 points remaining. Now, how do you get paid? You have to unlock certain levels. So easy to do. JD has made this the most simplistic comp plan I've ever seen. Copper, silver, and gold. Copper's your basic. Okay. The requirements to get paid is like just like we showed, one left and one right. You get one left and one right, and you are now a copper associate. If you did nothing else, let's just go back here. Let's just say John and Mary absolutely blew the roof off this thing and said, man, we're networkers. We love to talk about things. We're opportunistic, entrepreneurs. And John and Mary get busy. They really get busy. And you decide you're going to go to, focus on your other job and whatever. Don't do that. But if you did, John and Mary go crazy. You, just by John and Mary, if they blow this up at the copper level, you can make up to 2,000 a week, 8,000 a month, 104,000 a year. We actually had a 72-year-old young lady early on who brought in two people, and she was at that comp plan off of two people. Just pick two people that you want to run with. Pick two people that if those two people got in your network, they would blow this thing up, and this thing will roll for you. Now, how do you go to the next level? This is silver. 3 personally sponsored left, 3 personally sponsored right, meaning you're going to know all these people, and you bring them in just like you brought in John and Mary, right? And you've got referrals on both sides, left and right, and at least one direct affiliate ranked member on each side. We'll show you the diagram here in a second. Your earning potential is up to 10,000 per week, 40,000 a month, $540,000 a year, friends. That's over $500,000 per year. So again, we'll get to the diagram in a second, but you can achieve silver where leadership starts. That's where you start getting the 10% override on every person that you brought in. To get to gold, you're going to personally enroll 6 people left, personally enroll 6 people on the right. Okay. Now, at least one of those 6 is going to get busy and become a silver, where they've got 3 left and 3 right. And on the other side, 3 left and 3 right. So easy to do, not hard. Just find the right person that's motivated. They'll have this done in a couple of weeks. Sam Skaggs, one of my guys, got to this gold level in less than a month. So it equals about 32 people that are active to get to that level. Now, your earning potential at this point, you've now unlocked the possibility of 30,000 a week, 120,000 a month. That's $1.56 million per year. Now, am I telling you you get 32 people in and you're going to make that much money? No. I'm telling you, if you get 32 people in and they actually have a work ethic and get busy and start telling people, that is where this thing can go. It is built to get there. So let's look again. Here's a different diagram. Again, get your right brain out again. Just again, a visual just showing what we just talked about here. You've got your copper affiliate, one active left and one active right. Look at the top here. Okay. To get to silver, you see the 2 left and 2 right. Now you got 3 left and 3 right. To get to gold, see down below, you got 3 on the left and 3 on the right. So to get to these levels, you have to rank up and help others on your team do the same. So simple. ABC 1, 2, 3. So here's the summary. Affiliate additional information, point accumulation based on rank, 2,000 a week for copper, 10,000 for silver, 30,000 for gold. That's what you can unlock. Unused points never go away. Okay, and go down to the bottom here. With an active coin of the month subscription, or at least enrolling 1 person per month, your points will never go away. They're waiting for you to collect money. Commission cycle, weekly payout period is Sunday 12 a.m. to Saturday 11:59 Central. Basically you get paid on Sunday. Sustainability, 75% commission cap ensures long-term sustainability. And the affiliate influence, we help shape the future of this company. The bottom line is the smartest way to participate in precious metals is at cost. Unbeatable prices on bullion and rewards. Join us and start your journey today. Let's make it happen. Let's get it started. Let me get rid of this sharing here. Let me look at your faces and see who has joined us. All right, I see some other people that have come in. Great to see these faces. Cowboy Jeff, are you with us? Is there a cowboy out there? I don't think there is. What that means is my man JD is going to step in. JD, you didn't know this.
Yes, sir.
I
Can
hope.
you hear me okay, Todd?
Yes, yes, I can. Hey, man,
Awesome.
so good to have you with us. Jump in and
Thank
take
you.
Cowboy spot.
Okay. I'll try to tell a funny story about bulls and horses. Um,
Just tell
I,
us, just tell us why, JD, just your thoughts about.
sure.
I just presented what you designed. I mean, what do you think about this thing that you created?
Well, I love it. It's definitely my baby, and I wake up in the morning working at cost, and I go to sleep at my computer working at cost and creating innovative ways to share precious metals at the best possible price. And Todd, let me ask you real quick. I can't tell if my camera's on, and I see a black screen on my side.
I mean, if it's on, you're in a really dark room and you're wearing all black.
No. Okay. Well, we'll just move forward. I don't know why it's not working, but
Yeah, there
there we
you go.
go.
There, I see you. Hey,
I
man,
just
what's that coin behind you? That's a silver eagle. No, that's a Kingdom
No,
Talent.
that's the talent.
Yes, it's an
That's
awesome,
the talent.
awesome product.
That's a real silver coin right behind me. It weighs 800 pounds.
I wonder what the street value of that is.
That's a lot. So really, yeah, that's it, guys. We put a lot of facts and figures on screen and talk about what it is, but ultimately what we do is we access the best price on precious metals because, and this is the key to all of it, every customer inside at cost combines their purchasing power, whether it's $50 or 500 or 500,000 or 5 million, it doesn't matter. All of that collective purchasing power funnels through one single account. That's mine. It's at cost metals. And because of that, we can go to vendors and say, look, we've got 20,000 aggregated customers. We need the best possible price. Start us out at the top. And I've been buying metals for since 97. So coming up on 30 years. And it flies, but the moral of the story is when I was by myself, I was paying way too much. And it was actually part of a networking deal. I wouldn't categorize it as a scam, but I would definitely categorize it as an expensive lesson because I was paying double for metal, actual double for gold. And I love gold in terms of networking. We really can't beat buying precious metals as a monthly residual product because it holds its value versus vitamins, pills, potions, lotions, vacations you don't get to take, whatever. If I'm going to spend money on something every month, I want that money to always have value.
Yes.
So it's savings. So combine referral marketing. We're not asking people to pay extra. We're asking people, do you want to save on something that you need?
Yeah.
Do you want to save money on helping secure your family's future, your own future? Is it responsible to keep all of your money inside one single fiat currency? If you're in the stock market, CDs, savings account, all of that's based in the USD. Okay, well, take a step back, zoom out. You have BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and um, a total of 9 countries now that represent more than 60% of the world's money, saying we're not interested in the US dollar being the global reserve currency. We're going to go to a gold backed currency, which is BRICS. Okay. You have that. And then you also have CBDCs, which as of January 1st, a lot of countries now offer central bank digital currencies. DREX was the most recent with Brazil. And what you're doing, you're actually giving authority to that central bank of your country to allow and designate and oversee and authorize or unauthorize, restrict your purchasing power. You say something on social media that they don't like, you all of a sudden can't buy gasoline, right? You didn't wear that mask. You can't buy gasoline. You can't buy meat. You can't buy food. You can't buy whatever. Well, guess what? A lot of people are not interested in that. And how do you protect yourself? You vote and you buy precious metals.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what we do. So we're asking people If you think inflation's too high, save on precious metals purchases. If you don't have enough money at the end of the month, make referrals, show people how to save. If you have all the money in the world and you're scared to death, inflation's going to eat it up, or you don't know what BRICS and all the other CBDCs are going to do to the US dollar, diversify, save your money. No one's too rich to own gold, and no one's too poor to help people. And that's the balance that we've got. I've done MLM software, networking software since 2000, and all of the tricks and smoke and mirrors and gotchas, all that mess is gone. There's no greed at corporate. We want to help people. We we charge a reasonable, normal amount where a new customer can come in, buy a membership, save well beyond the price of that membership with their first purchase. And then if they want, stop with their first purchase. If they want, make referrals. Okay. There's no tricks. Tell a bunch of people about it. You can grow a full-time income. And that's what we do. That's A.R.K Metals in a nutshell. If that was a nutshell. It's a big
Absolutely,
nutshell.
absolutely outstanding, JD. We'll have a couple Q&A here. I just want to comment.
Okay.
Um, I just there are two reasons. I just told somebody this yesterday. There are two reasons primarily. I got a few, but primarily that I'm a part of A.R.K Metals. And one of them is that I've got a t-shirt. You've seen it. Hashtag belief. Nobody beats us. I am absolutely 100% convinced that nobody, if they beat us one off, then they can't sustain it. Their model cannot sustain it. So our pricing is unbeatable. JD told me yesterday that he and I strategize about how to build teams and all this, and I'm like, JD, should I call the gold and silver and precious metals people in the United States, starting in Florida, which I started doing, and saying, hey, where are you getting your gold, silver, precious metals? I can get you a better deal. Here's JD. So we did a few of those, and JD said, Todd, here's a better plan. He goes, how many CPAs out there? How many CPAs out there have people that they are referring to purchase gold, silver, precious metals? And they're not getting paid to do it, probably. Maybe some of them are, but not the way we compensate. So JD went through the list about the top 10 companies out there that these CPAs are referring their people to, and they're most of them are 20 to 30% more than we are. Some of them are less than 20%. It's folks, it is significant. And they're just blindly referring them. So JD told me on Monday, said, yeah, one guy brought his CPA to the table. And the CPA within 30 days will have 50 of his clients in A.R.K Metals. He said, I can't believe I didn't know about this. I can't beat this. So my point is, number one, nobody beats us. Listen, whether I'm making money or not, which I am, but if I wasn't, I'd still refer people to this company because nobody beats us. If I care about people, I'm going to tell them where to get the best steak, what movies I like. It's just what I do. I tell people things. I'm going to tell them about Jesus first, and then I'm going to tell them where to get their gold, silver, precious metals, and how to make some money, right? So that's number one. Nobody beats us. My number two reason that I am dedicated to the marathon pace and what God has in store for this company is that man right there. Again, Cowboys, the catalyst introduced me to him. So I'm grateful for that. And I love the people I've connected with. But that you can, JD, I never want to embarrass you, but the humility, the understatedness of JD, I have never heard him say something he has not ultimately done. And some things take a minute and people get impatient and he can't, it's one guy trying to do a lot, right? So a lot of stuff lands on, it's not one guy. There's a lot lands on JD's plate. That's my point. A lot lands in front of him. But I have watched him over and over again walk with integrity, walk with humility, handle hotheads, handle people that have been just hard to handle. JD is like a Hall of Fame shortstop. He just people that I would have lost my temper on, JD handles them. And his verbiage is, Todd, it takes all kinds of people. And I just watch the way he serves. So we can talk about serving people, we can talk about humility, we can preach the head knowledge of all those sermons, but when you find somebody who truly walks in it, I take note. The fear of the Lord comes on me. I go, that guy is operating at a level and humility that I need to figure out. That's the Jesus who washed his feet. That's the Christ who gets down and leads by washing feet and serving. Those two reasons are why I'm in this company. So JD, we love you. We are honored. Before we let you go, I have a couple people firing out some questions. Jody, do you want to chime in and narrate a little bit who has questions? Think you mentioned.
Hello, everybody. I sound a little like a frog today. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
It's really good to see your faces. Todd and I missed you. This is community for us. JD, we love you. We love all of you. I just love seeing you. Hey, sweet Carol. It just makes me smile to see you. And Todd, you did a great job. I love this new presentation. So I really don't have much going on in the chat over here. Dan Mattis, if you don't mind unmuting. Oh, there you are. Hey, Dan. Good to see you. And if you don't mind, just go ahead and bring your questions here.
Oh, good morning, everyone. JD, nice to see you.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Um, Hey, the first thought was we're grateful for that initial cycle of 300, for newbies. And that's a real benefit because it gives them some money in their pocket for their efforts. So we appreciate that a lot. Uh, but I had a little question along with it in that one slide where it says starting December 1st, um, all current members who have not cycled can have that $300 deal. That I saw that in a slide. But then a following slide said in the first 2 weeks for a new enrollee, a new member, I should say. So is that just a different, for brand new people, they get 2 weeks, and for people who've been with us, they get as long as they need to, to get that
Uh,
300?
it's actually designed for new people. So it's sign up December 1st and beyond. If you get to 300, 300, instead of using the requirement of 500, 500, we
Right,
lower that bar and send out a smaller cycle. The objective is, of course, to get people in the black as soon as possible.
right.
For someone to come in and make a purchase and save beyond their 149 or their 399 membership, technically I would consider that in the black. But in terms of affiliates, making referrals, the easiest way to do it, would be the 399 Metals Plus package, one left,
Sure.
one right. They do one left, one right, and then they're in the black.
It
You've
just
made
seemed
direct.
that one slide seemed to indicate that those that are members prior to December 1st, that they could also earn that $300. And it didn't seem to be a time frame. They said if they've never cycled, they can, that's what it seemed like. And I could be wrong.
Okay, I'll go back and look at it. That is a relatively new um, presentation, and for those of us that have been around, it was different colors, different words, etc. So um, I'll go back and look at that. That's
Yeah.
obviously very, very important note. So I'll go back and adjust the verbiage regardless, because if you're asking a question, it needs to be addressed.
Yeah. And also, I just want to say how thankful we all are for that new, whoever designed that, whoever all was involved. That is an excellent new slide presentation. So thank you so much.
Well, I'll tell you, we hired a person that does, communications, the emails. You see the frequency of those coming out, a little more context and content and relevance. So, a big part of what we do is letting people know what's happening.
Yes.
So my
And
pleasure, and I'll pass.
just one more little thought. It wasn't in the presentation. I think I understand it, but obviously we have two MS-70s
Mhm,
received by the 399 membership, and then
mhm.
there's that one that I believe does the third one. come in the first month if they signed up for the Get Ahead coin? It just a free one comes in that? I'm not quite sure it was clear to me how that happened.
Sure. The coin of the 399 is 18 months and two MS70s. And if you sign up for the coin of the month, which most people do, then that first coin of the month will come one more MS70 plus one 1 ounce ACM 1 ounce silver round.
I
So it's
gotcha.
a 0.999 ACM coin. And we should pull that up. Todd, if you have one, excuse me, in your hand or available, if
Jody
I
said
try to share my screen and find
Jody's
the
gonna
coin or whatever, it's beautiful. But it's on
Jody,
this. It's on the slideshow.
Jody's gonna go get it right now out of our drawer.
Okay.
Our secret. Could be a
Yes, sir. JP asked that same question. So
Thank you.
absolutely. So the objective there again is the coin of the month is really the driving force in residual income. We do have points on that. We adjusted the points after a year's worth of data. The company that's where we pay our light bill, is from the coin of the month.
Is it in there?
And there are places that sell it for less, and there are places that sell it for a lot more. So we find that middle ground, again, take the greed out of it and just move forward. And I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, JP's got a question. Oh, you just stood up. So I'll keep talking for a second. There he is.
Can you see this, JD? Just we'll get
Yeah, we see it.
and then on the back it says a little tiny, like tiny little etched in at cost metals, at cost metals, at like a gazillion times in here. Like when the teacher
Mhm.
you're right on the blackboard, at cost metals. That never happened to me. Um, Also, Jody wanted to point out this is the MS70 Silver Eagle, which we know about, which many of you have received those. And you also made it like we were like 15 points away. And this is a Chinese panda. You said to Jody and I, hey, if you guys buy a Chinese panda, it will give you the 15 or 20 points, whatever we needed. But this is really cool. This has got two pandas. You probably can't see it real well. Can you see that? And on the back,
Oh, we see it.
you what? I
We
caught it.
see it.
I caught it. I caught it. And on the back here, it's got like Chinese writing, and it's just cool. It's just one of those things where it says, 2023 China Silver Panda 40th anniversary MS70. So this is another mint state 70. Perfect. Would you call that a perfect numismatic as well?
Not only would I call it that, if you look at that label, it's NGC, which is Numismatic Guarantee Company, and they're
Incredible.
one of the top two grading companies in the world. They use the Sheldon scale, just like all of us coin collectors,
Yeah.
and you actually have to be a certified numismatist
Wow.
to say that's a perfect coin. So under 5 times magnification, no blemish, no scratch, no anything to make it less than perfect. So it's a perfect coin.
Incredible. And we'll get to JP. I haven't forgotten about you. You know that if you bought one of those MS70 since 1986, you hear me say it once per month, the Silver Eagle, one per month until today, you would have exchanged about 35,000 and your coin collection would be probably about 1.2 to 1.5 million today. So if anybody says that's not a good exchange rate, they need to check themselves in. So JP, tell us what are you thinking over there?
So I just want to share a quick story. For those that are sitting on the sidelines, Shannon Redding's a good friend of mine, and I became just a customer back in March, and have been getting my coin of the month. I work in the sports industry, so I'm really busy for like 7, 8 months out of the year. And now I'm in my down season, and I just logged in my back office and said, "Hey, I'm gonna take a peek and see what's going on here." And I just been getting my coin of the month since March, my MS70 Silver Eagles dated 2022 to 2024, and just putting them in my little box. I would say in the past 10 years, I was a hobbyist silver stacker, like they say. And man, I got a little fire on my butt this morning because there's, I put in a couple of customers. They haven't really activated, and I'm going to go talk to them. But I've got in my binary 64 people on my one side. So I'm like, maybe I need to just go share this with a couple more friends of mine, and all of a sudden I'll be cycling out pretty quick. So those of you that are sharing or timid to share with people, go share with everybody, because I was happy with my coin of the month, and I just was said, yeah, Shannon, put me in, and I like to collect silver and gold, and so I have taken like 7 months or 8 months to figure out that this works by just sitting on the sidelines. So go revisit those people that maybe are just getting the coin of the month, or maybe you've talked to back a couple months ago, and I'll let you know. I'm already scheduling appointments now to just to send the video to people. So I'm kind of excited.
I love that.
That's right.
Thank you for sharing, JP. And where are you located?
I'm in Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines to Marrier. It's cold up there, isn't it?
Yeah, we have 7 children and 10 grandchildren because of Iowa winters. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I know it's cold. I just want to speak to what JP just said. JD was on the phone with me with a client that I considered a potential whale. I mean, the guy is a big insurance guy. And we were on the phone. JD stayed on for 2 hours while this particular individual, and JD, you'll know what I'm talking about, searched every means on the internet to beat our price. He kept JD on the phone, the owner, and would not stop. Well, what about this? Well, these guys have, I got you. You said 12 to 18% below. I found somebody that's only, you're only 7% less than they are. Listen, you're only 7% less than they are. And JD got real quiet. And JD, I thought, oh gosh, I mean, JD's like big time wrestler, chess player. I thought this guy got him. JD gets real quiet. And I get real nervous. And all of a sudden, JD says, read the small print. How many of those do you have to buy to get that price? And then the other guy got real quiet. He goes, oh, you have to buy 1,500 minimum to get that price, where we were still 7% less. Now that person called me today, JD, and out of the blue, and said, tell me how this works again. I've got people asking me left and right about gold, silver,
Yeah.
precious. Have fun with this. You don't need to oversell it. It sells itself. If someone's not interested, say thank you very much and move on. Do the takeaway. Hey, this probably isn't for you. Don't be a beggar. Don't be a chaser. Get it out there, because if you don't tell them, no one's going to know. I want to say last thing, and I'll kick it to JD for last word, maybe another question or two, and then we'll be done here in just a minute. This meeting every week, the first 20 minutes is going to be that presentation. I'm going to keep working on getting it sharper and sharper and more clear, and because it says everything we need right there. Right, Dan? It says everything we need right there. Then we'll flip it over to a little bit of community chat, and we get the privilege of JD here today. Nothing formal, no formal training, just a little bit of how you doing? What's going on with you? What's working, what's not? A little bit of community chat. Invite 3 people, and maybe one will come. Be deliberate. Let us help you. Let us help you. 3-way calls and Zooms. We have built this company. You get on social media when you post. Again, if you stay steady, you can become, you don't have to say a whole lot. Todd Bell, one of our best builders, has not picked up the phone and called people like me. Okay. He posts about every day consistently, something about gold and silver, something about the economy, something about at cost. And he's signing up about 4 people a month, and he has not even, and he calls that passive selling. He hasn't even gotten aggressive with it. So have fun. Go work your other job and think about how much you wish you could get out of it, which you probably, a lot of us think that way. And let this thing build. Get people to these calls. It's the best deal on the planet. Any final comments, JD or David Miser? You popped in. Do you have a question or comment?
Yeah, and hey, I know that you guys are currently on the Gulf of Mexico, and you just look dynamite. But I'm wondering, what do you think about the new name that's being floated for that body of water that you're on?
I can't wait for the Gulf of America. JD?
I'm not a fan. It's Gulf of Mexico, and they could change it today and put it in law and make a mandate that you call it Gulf of America. it's always going to be the Gulf of Mexico to me.
JD, I had a profound
Sorry.
thought yesterday. I really this
Wait. Before you jump onto that, in, are you guys familiar with Among Us, the video game? A lot of your kids and grandkids will play Among Us.
uh-uh.
Okay. Do a quick search. And Dan, if you could turn your camera back on. Gentleman that just asked the question had the
And
comment about the Mexico. Where did you
that's
go? We
David
lose you?
Meisner. David Meisner. He's in red. He's got his
David.
camera on.
Okay. So your shirt and your background, I mean, your shirt and your chair makes you look like a Among Us character. You know, it's just it's a spacesuit with the goggles. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
So there you go.
My,
Sorry, that was
my,
just it was awesome because I couldn't.
There we go.
There we go.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, I love it.
shredded.
All right.
My comment
Nice.
was the dolphins that I see swimming in this body of water and the fish will never know if they change the name. That was my profound comment. I thought none of the fish will even
Yeah.
know. So I'll leave it there. Guys, a lot's happening on the earth. A lot of uncertainty. Have fun with this. We have an incredible opportunity. I will tell you, God clearly put Jody and I in this opportunity. I know that. I know that. And I've got a few other things we do that correspond with this, but to me, it's all about, you know, it's whoa, that's really loud. The things I believe God's breathing on, people are just so unsettled by what's happening financially. Nobody knows exactly for sure how it's going to play out. So don't imagine that because Trump got in and the sky stopped falling that I love Donald Trump, but he cannot fix. There's certain things that are so out of control unless there's a reset at some level. Even the great Donald Trump cannot fix it. Okay, I just that's just my belief. I spent 2 hours watching videos yesterday of a guy that helped the Russia, the Soviet Union fall. Brilliant communicator talking about where we are, where China is, and the GDP, and it's something has to give. It has to. People should at least get half of your stuff in gold, silver, precious metals until the storm passes and you figure out where it's going to land. Like start, like just just know this is relevant. You're in something relevant. I talked to Mark Yao. I don't think he's on this call. He actually had mentioned the name of this guy yesterday. And then another person I talked to, completely different stream, said, have you heard of such and such? Same exact guy. So I thought I better listen to who this guy is. But this is what Mark Yao said to me yesterday. And he's a leader in a big ministry on the East Coast. And Mark said, Todd, yes, I want to make $2,000 to $3,000 a month, like, or I'm sorry, 2,000 to 3,000 a week as fast as possible with this business. He said, but what I've learned over the holidays is my mission is bigger than my own personal gain right now. He said, I believe we have a mandate. People need to know. They need to understand what's coming without fear mongering. They just need to be prepared and know. And you can't lose. It's like put your money in gold. It's like investing in real estate without property taxes. I mean, Kiyosaki's been saying for years, silver's going to explode. They're probably both going to explode. We can't guarantee that, but even the high level JP Morgans out there are saying move your money into gold, silver, precious metals. JD, give me your last comment on that, and then we'll let everybody get back to their 9 to 5.
Okay. Last thing for me. First of all, and this is for everyone. I appreciate the edification. I think we spend too much time on that. I'm a teammate just like everyone on this call. I'm here for you guys. Don't have to say how, cool my ideas are. We're all on the same page. We all agree, right? I just happen to be connected with MLM software and a love for precious metals. And I got a love for my brothers and sisters on the planet. We need metal. Let's let that be the story. We can hold our shoulders back, hold our head up high. People will respect you when you talk about bricks, inflation, banking. We come from a high ground. We come from a good place. We come from a good serving mentality. So it's nothing to be scared of. You can ask the person that babysits your kids or grandkids, what are you doing with metal? Nothing. Oh, are you aware of blah blah blah? It's real. It's crazy. Just so you know, this is what I'm doing, and I love it, and I'm trying to take care of my friends and family.
Good.
That's the whole presentation. Get it at the best price. You need to buy metal, and I know where to get it at the best price. That's it. I'll leave you with that. Thank you, everybody.
So good, JD. Thank you so much. Let me just say a quick prayer. If you need to drop off, great. Father God, we love you. We thank you for all that you've done, all that you're doing, all that you're going to do. Father, we thank you that we're not here by accident or by chance or by some random chaotic event that set the human race in motion, but by your divine providence, your divine design. Lord, that you are sovereign, Lord of all. And Lord, and yet our choices really matter. And somehow, Lord, you play 10-dimensional chess using our choices, Lord, to bring the maximum number of souls to the love of Christ without violating our free will. Father, you're a genius. You're the ultimate chess player. Thank you for what you're doing through At-Cost Metals, through JD, through each person on this call. Thank you that, Lord, your word says man makes his plans, but God orders our steps. We love that. Thank you for ordering our steps. Bless each one. Prosper your people. Lord, give us wisdom. Lord, like the sons of Issachar that understood the times and they knew what Israel should do. Help us to be people of understanding in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you all. It is an absolute delight. JD, thanks for jumping on.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, everybody.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to you.